The UNI Panthers postseasons continue. On today's Panther Sports Talk, we look at the FCS playoff win and the next opponent for the football team. And we run through the all-conference awards received this week. We show you the most important piece to this year's UNI volleyball team that's playing in its 22nd NCAA tournament. And we let two brothers on the football team discuss their time together as Panthers.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I gotta keep it